My name is Beth Faiman, and I just wanted to share with you my excitement over the upcoming Oncology Nursing Society Congress, which will be taking place April 24th to the 28th in Washington, D.C. this year, which is nice for me because I'm on the East Coast. And this is always a time for us as oncology nurses to connect and network with our friends, get some up-to-date information on the hottest topics. And it's a conference that I look forward to. And my first conference was actually in the year 2000. So this is the 24 years since I've been coming. I have a long history with the Oncology Nursing Society in their support of nurses. I've mentored many different nurses, and I've written textbooks and been an author for many ONS publications, and fortunately been accepted for abstracts as well. This year, I have two presentations. One will be on the Thursday at lunchtime. We will be doing a case-based approach to nursing care, myeloma care as well. And I'll be joined with colleagues Donna Catamero, Patricia Mangan, and Kevin Brigle. And we are going to share so many updates in the diagnosis and management of multiple myeloma. I also have a breakfast symposium on the Friday morning at 5:30 to 7:30. Of course, 5:30 to 6 is breakfast. And then we will be discussing the BCMA therapies, and this is sponsored by PeerView, which is a leader in continuing education for nurses. So I'm super, super thrilled about networking with old friends and meeting new friends and sharing excitement of what we do on a daily basis for our patients with cancer at the ONS meeting. The Oncology Nursing Society has such a long history of support of not only bedside nurses and infusion nurses, but outpatient and inpatient nurses. And then nurses like me who've done it all, starting in the 1990s as a bedside nurse in the hospital, to as an advanced practitioner who thinks it's critical to educate not only the young nurses that are up and coming, but the new nurses. And so it's so great that ONS also provides a lot of support in terms of scholarships for nurses from the local chapters, and just really allows us to share our experiences in caring for patients with cancer and blood disorders. A lot of people don't know about the online forums as well that ONS shares. You can have these chat rooms and group rooms, and if you have a question about what's the right procedure of doing this infusion or that treatment, and so they can chime in, nurses will chime in from across the country to share their experiences. Some of it might not be published or it might be anecdotal, but it's just really a nice community to be part of, and I'm very, very fortunate to still be a member after all these years. Yeah, I think the last thing that I would mention is the partnership with the Oncology Nurse Certification Corporation. I am author of the Bone Marrow Transplant Nurses Certification Manual. We just updated the second edition to include more cellular therapies, and I need to edit that. It used to be bone marrow transplant. Now it's blood and marrow. It's a cellular therapy type of a designation. So there's a certification for a lot of what we do in our specialties. And so I am BMTCN certified, and that's the review manual that I've authored through the support of the Oncology Nursing Society. And I've also, we just updated the Multiple Myeloma textbook for nurses, which is also sponsored by ONS Publishing. And so there are so many great resources, and they are available online. So if you want to save paper and just get the online version, or you can get a printed version. And then I like to donate some of my books to the library that might be in print, might be out of print, but I think it's a nice to pay it forward. And some of the old editions are still very up to date, but the science is changing so much for what we do in blood and cancer that these have to be updated quite regularly. So if you're interested in being an author or mentoring somebody, don't hesitate to reach out to me or one of your other colleagues at ONS.